Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are live. Let's check. Let's see. Just to confirm that we are live.
Well, you've tagged me in something, so live somewhere. Something's happening.
Yes. Yes, we are live. Good. So, hello. So, if you're anyone who is watching, say hello. And if you're watching the replay, please say replay. And so today I have the most amazing Nicola and my very close friend and my client. So when that is what do you say, match made in heaven. So
yes,
that
I think so. Yeah.
So tell us all about you. What do you do? How you help women get clarity and confidence?
Yeah, so thank you. So I help female leaders become clear and confident in themselves, so in who they are and then what they want, and that helps them to refine their fire. It then helps them to live a happier, more fulfilled life, and it also means they have a bigger impact in the world. So I help women in the corporate world that are leaders already or aspiring leaders to have more impact in that world that can quite often be quite challenging for women. And take a lot of their time and energy, and I help them to thrive within that system so they can start to make changes. And it's really about them making more of a difference and more of an impact so that they can create more diversity, more equality, more inclusion, and just a better workspace for everyone, and just more positivity.
Yes, I have seen that light bulb moments happening in the group and the challenge group and in your programs, women really experiencing that shift in thought. Oh my God, that is there. And then with the clarity strikes, right?
Yeah, clarity, especially at the moment, is a complete superpower in a world where there's constant change in everyone's world and in what we can and can't do and who we can meet and when we can meet and how. So I've just got engaged recently and I've just booked a few wedding dresses, and I can only take 2 people with me, and in my head it was going to be my closest friends, my mum, maybe like my mother-in-law, but no. So it's that constant, if you have that clarity on who you are, and then that it leads into that confidence to take really inspired action from the heart, that this is what's right for me. So it's not then about the shoulds and the coulds and woulds and maybes. Sort all of that. It's actually about, this is who I am, this is clarity on me, therefore this is my confidence feels like just the right, it's the right next step for me to take this inspired action.
Yes, I totally get that. So as you probably know, as I shared, my life is right now with that, a lot of things happening, my family going through some tough times, but I have this fire in me to, like, this is where this is where I have to show up. I have to serve my clients because this is so needed, and I feel that need, or rather I feel that purpose driving me. I have that clarity, this is what I am meant to be, this is my purpose. And that's one reason, even with I'll tell you, I've been all emotional today, but still having the smiling face and showing up.
That's part of you being yourself. So absolutely.
Like I have that moment. I'm a very emotional person. I am a crybaby.
Yeah, we've probably done it to each other, haven't we?
Yes.
I'm sorry I can't do this today. Too emotional.
Oh, exactly. So so that's it. So now tell me all about your 5-day challenges and your mastermind launch system.
Yeah, so I have I've now run 4 challenges. Yes, 4 challenges, and I absolutely love. So my challenges are clarity to confidence challenge. Sorry, they are confusion to clarity and confidence challenges. So basically it's for ladies, especially in the corporate world, that are feeling like they're stuck in a rut. They feel like they're fighting for every opportunity. They feel like they're just tired. They're tired of kind of just trying to push themselves forward all the time, juggling work and home. And actually they're so stuck at this really high pace, trying to keep up with everything and everyone and be there for everyone else, that actually they've become the compromise. They're no longer the priority. They don't have any time, love, or energy left for them, and they're just stuck. They just can't see a way out of it. They know they need to make a change, but they're just stuck and they can't see a way out of it. So the challenge is a brilliant way of bringing them just almost like shocking them into what is actually going on for them. So it starts with getting them super clear. We clear their heads first of all, then we get them super clear on where they are. Then we start to get you really clear on who you are, and we do that within the challenge. And then we finish off with what is the thing that you do, what's your magic that then kind of leads into, within the mastermind, leads into finding your purpose and your passion. So it's an incredible week, but I think the biggest thing is the community that comes together. It's always a group of women, and it's high energy, it's hugely empathetic, it's really supportive, and it's like everyone, it's like the crest of a wave, everyone's moving forward together. And for me to kind of lead that, I just absolutely love it. It's a lot of work, it takes over your life, as you know. I don't do anything else in those weeks. I generally get food in, I don't mind what that is for that week. I'm probably not going to get to the gym hugely. Get through that week how I can and support myself the best way I can, so that I have energy and I can give these ladies as much as I can. And I absolutely love them. So we've had just over 1,000 women have gone through that challenge now. Some ladies have come back 2, 3, 4 times.
I've seen that.
Different eyes, different days. You can never have enough clarity, and your perspective and your view of life changes as you grow and as you evolve. So I absolutely love them, and I think you kept me saying
that magic happens, literally being all throughout the week, and even extending to the next week, and then supporting them through the mastermind with bigger clarity and the purpose and all those, like little bit like life getting changed. I have seen that happening. So can you share a bit about how I helped you in this process, and how it was working with me?
So this challenge was, how do we describe it? This challenge for me was a challenge in itself, because I had surgery about 4 months ago now, emergency surgery. That for me was like a real sign that I needed to change, and I'm still on that journey now to kind of create more space for me to just let things be a little bit easier for myself. I'm a recovering perfectionist, hyperachiever. It's always more, always bigger, always bolder, always better. But actually through that recovery process that I'm still in from my surgery, things have had to be different. So when I was thinking about the challenge, I was a little bit intimidated by the amount of work and the kind of structure that goes behind it, especially with the technical. I call myself a can tech, won't tech. So I can do it, but I don't enjoy it. I tend to put it off, I procrastinate, and then I make it really difficult for myself. So, and also as my business grows, it's not my zone of genius. I don't want to be in that. I want to be in the group. I want to be doing my lives and be coaching women.
That is your strength. You are showing your people, serving them. So that is what you have to be.
So this challenge was different because I didn't honestly know if I'd be in my business in the same way again. I didn't honestly know if I'd be able to have that level of energy to support a group of women in that way again. It was all such an unknown that when I started thinking about it and I kind of penciled in a date, I kind of shied away from it a bit. And then I'm a bit of an all or nothing girl. I'm working on that as well. But I was right, I'm committed to a date. I want to do this. It feels like a great way to serve at the moment, because you need clarity when there's so much change in the world that you're not in control of. Things shift and change around you, but if you have that anchor of clarity in yourself, you still know how you can be yourself within it and how you can show up in the best possible way in that. So when I kind of committed to the date, it was then being able to speak to you and just say, look, I want to do this, but I want to keep it as simple as possible. And there's a lot that goes on in the background. So just being able to have that honest conversation with you to say, I'm happy to invest in getting some more help, but how do we make this as simple as possible? How do we get everything prepped and ready, but not in a way that feels like it just drains all that joy and that excitement out of it?
What's doable, because the last couple of challenges, so I think I started working with you from last September, when literally there was some problem with your landing page. That's when we really started, even before our lead magnet work, clarity and confidence guide. And then it started with this process started with last September, I guess. And then like you did 4 challenges. First challenge was in September, I guess, last September.
It was July. It was July actually. So yeah, so we probably worked since last
and
July.
I think it was September when I supported you in a couple of things, and then February. Then we did one in Feb, I guess. Then April, not Feb, April, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was May.
Yeah. So it's like almost like I supported 3 specific challenges. I remember working with you in 3 challenges that way. So, but this time we went for really like what's easy for you, not stressing you too much. What we picked and kept things, what exactly works, and that's exactly what you need to do, right? We don't have to take on everything because everyone else is doing, but focus on what's doable and what's easy and what makes you like, okay, things are there, but at the same time, you're not putting too much pressure on yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just knowing that you were taking care of the stuff that I didn't want to do, so my energy could go into look after my VIP clients, but also shape the things in the background, and actually the content, my ideal clients changed slightly, or it's just that whole thing. I could focus on that and being in it. And even now we have a structure and a template effectively to run on again, so we don't need to redo. We probably refresh things, but we're not going to redo.
Yes, it's only the first time probably it requires like a majority of the work, and then you can tweak. Like again, change might happen if the ICA change happened, like just like you had this time when you changed from business owner or maybe high achiever women to very focused on corporate women. So the language changed, like for the emails and landing page. So that copy changed a lot this time.
Exactly.
Right? So that will be and adding more testimonials and the results, case studies, things like that. So that's the only thing that will be changing. The structure and the framework that we create is set like that.
Yeah. So absolutely.
So what about
great to be able to have that honest conversation at the beginning to say, let's make this easy. I last time I did it, I had a team of 4 or 5, but actually this time it was mainly me and you, and then we had a Facebook ads person supporting us as well. So it just felt like it was easier. It's a lot, there's no getting away from it, there's a lot of work in it, but it just felt like let's just literally go through and tick off what we're doing and make sure that we've got plenty of time to do it. And we were still finishing off things in the challenge week, but I don't think I've ever, my first ever challenge, Sunu came in to help me on the Wednesday because I was still working on the landing page. I wanted to offer. So we're a step ahead of that because our landing page was pretty much done by the Monday, ready for the Wednesday, and it was brand new and it flowed for my new ideal client. So, and all the emails were done weeks before, and it was just that shift and change of just literally having you there, being able to say, how do we make this easier? I'm really conscious of my energy and recovery. I don't have the same level of energy. I don't want to burn out on this. How do we make it work?
That's the thing. So one thing is learning. So when I talk about this program, online group program, this is what I teach, the framework, because the framework and the strategy and the structure, which is the most important thing. And then once you know that, you can play around what works for you, what is doable for you, and pick and choose, and then do what's easy for you at that point in your journey, rather than like comparing yourself to some other person in the journey, and like then sometimes overwhelm yourself and feeling stressed that you're not like doing everything, and oh my god, that's it's not the way to go like that. So let's talk a little bit about the results, like for the challenges, like because I'm talking about 5-figure launch incubator, so because like so
my results,
so were you able to get that?
So we had, I think it's effectively been, we had 50 new clients join, and then we've also some other things that came off the back of it. So I think this launch was around 18. The value is 18. It's some of it is monthly, some of it is immediate. So the total value of it is 18,000. The challenges last year kind of similar levels. So for me, it's that focus on growth for the next one and growing my audience, but actually to know that is there, and to know that you serve so deeply
now need to scale up,
through serving and those people wanting to carry on the journey. So it becomes then that brilliant thing of, you know, you get a reward for something that you love doing. And you
definitely, that feels good. Like having that thing, like, you know, I know you are thinking about scaling up a little bit more further along, like 25K launch, 30K launch. That is what you are aiming at. But as we said, let's go with what's easy and what's doable, rather than, you know, again, I feel I always tell you, detach yourself from the let go and let things come and happen, because we don't know how things will play out, and everything will be coming to you at the right time. That's what I believe. Yes. Yeah. So I have a prayer time here. I have a mosque nearby.
No, it was it easy than ever. It wasn't because of how I am, and actually I find some of the, you know, just some of it I find in a launch quite difficult, like with my own mindset. But then it's just the knowing that everything's done, you can just be in it a bit more. And, you know, to have that consistent income coming through, that regularity of income for months to come, that's brilliant. But it's, for me, it was this is an invitation to the next step. If you want to take it, here I am, this is what you can do. And it's through that, and it's, you know, the results for me are just, it sounds like a bit contrived, but a bit of a byproduct, but almost gives me that incentive that obviously this is resonating really well with people. I know it's serving and having an impact. I know even that week is transformational for many, many women. So it's like, it's the kind of the result of that, if that makes sense.
Yes, that's the thing. So it's like, again, the ripple effect will carry on. Some of them might not work with you right away, but they will come back. Like, they will, maybe sometimes later they might sign up for the VIP client, or they might like buy a couple of other passive income products. All this happens because of the challenge and this thing, and you showed up and the structure. Now you are in their world and they are in your world in a way, like they are seeing you. Right? I have this most nearby.
That's okay. It's kind of like, it's almost like a halo effect of a challenge that you can't immediately measure. So there's obviously the immediate, you know, who continues to work with you and what's the revenue, if you like, from that. But it's also the halo effect. So my first corporate contract came from my first ever challenge. That amazing lady is now a VIP client, but that's, you know, that had to be at the time that was right for her. So there's so many things that come out of challenges that you don't expect, that it's that halo effect as well. And to be able to be completely in it and enjoy it, you know, that's a big part down to you being there to kind of help me and support me. And the Thursday before, when I was already feeling a little bit burnt out, I was like, oh my God, I'm already feeling a bit tired. And only the week before, because I've been promoting it for weeks and talking about it, getting everything ready. And you know, you just saying, I'll take these things, I'll do these things, you just need to focus on this. And that was just, you know, that investment was worth it so much, because it was like, right, I can just be in it now. I know that that's done. And
so that's my mind. So we need that space to provide support, to just be with each other and share like what's happening. And okay, now you don't worry about this. These are the things that you can do. These are the things that, you know, when this launch thing happens, having someone in your corner to say, do this and do that. That itself really like, oh my God, that makes it easy, right?
You deliver all the technical stuff, but you also, it's like kind of having the technical geekiness. And I say geek, I'm geek, so I say that in the, you know, a reverential kind of
love that word.
way. But it's that have that technical geekiness, but also almost like a project manager into almost like your biggest cheerleader that just is giving you little nudges on the day that you're like, oh, I'm not sure this is working. I'm not sure. You know, you are kind of combined.
That's the thing, exactly. I remember, you know, having that morning chats, you will be in your bed and you will be checking with me. It will be like almost afternoon time for me. I will be in my workstation and you will chat and we'll get started and talk. You got this, and you carry on with that. So I love doing that too. Like, you know, when you are in the launch,
you do it brilliantly.
Yes.
But it is a combination which is really unusual for me, of like cheerleader, technical geekiness, and almost like project manager of, right,
Yes.
you know, we need to do these things, have you done this? And
Yes.
so
sometimes we need reminders, like, have you done that, have you done this, like that. So, like, you know, when this, especially now we are talking about my program, which is not done for you service, which is what I've helped with Nicola, is done for you service, but I'm taking this done for you thing into a group coaching setting, which will be like, I'm providing the support, I'm providing the strategy, the support, and holding, and some done for you service also, if they are taking the full package, some both hours, like, you know, if they are stuck at some point. So everything, every angle kind of taken care of, and me in their corner, like when they need me. So that's when I thought, like, what you did in a really way, like taking the VIP into the group mastermind setting. So because we want to serve more people, right? So having that, you know, I won't really, that's why I help work, like, I rather work with you guys, right, coaches and consultants who are changing the world, rather than some corporate.
Yeah,
you know, they are doing amazing things, but you feel like you are changing the world. Like, working with you means I'm some way impacting the world through you that way. So yeah, so that.
Yeah, no, great.
Yeah, so that's wonderful. Yeah, so that's like a little bit share about what's happening, how it was working together. Like, it's amazing. Working with her, it doesn't feel like work, if I can tell you.
No, it doesn't really feel like work. Yeah.
So that's like sharing a bit about how it was and what help I gave and the results and the 5-figure launches and amazing clients attracting.
It might. I think for a lot of people, it might feel like a 5-figure launch is, you know, a bit of a way off, and it might not be your first one, your second one, but it's kind of, you have the emotional part of it of like, am I going to get there and what's going to happen, and it feels like a lot, and you know, the scary things. But if we're working with you, it was just like, it's simply a process to follow, so you can serve as deeply as you can to then invite people to carry on that journey. And that you know, that's just, for me, was just a massive mindset shift of, actually, we're just going to get all these things done so that I can literally be in the challenge, serve as much as I can, do it in the way that, you know, my style, in my way, look after myself for that week as much as possible.
That's so important.
Yes. And then the people that want to carry on that journey, they will, if they want to carry that on at a later time. Absolutely, that's absolutely brilliant as well. So yeah, but you just take people on that journey, and I think launching can feel quite scary and pressurized and expectations, and you see, you know, people that have big launches talk about big launches, and then you're like, well, if I'm only here, have I failed? But actually everyone has like a journey with their business, but also with their launches, and you can start at the beginning with someone, but then you can also be, you know, there as it gets bigger and bigger. So
yeah, it's a journey. Like, you know, you have to, like, sometimes embrace the life that is happening and be you. Like, exactly, I will be honest, that's what I'm doing. I, you know, think that I did my challenge, and then I launched, then stopped everything, had to take care of my family, and doing the launch thing again. Things are still, again, went a little bit unsettled right now, but I'm pushing through, because let's see how it happens, because I'm embracing that uncertainty right now and showing up. That's exactly what I'm doing. So when you do that, I think that's the way to really, I'm literally walking the talk, if I can say so. So that's the thing. So thank you, Nicola, for sharing.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm delighted to help.
Yes.
Love you lots.
Love you, dear. Thank you, dear. So